Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. To deny ourselves. In the first reading from the book of Genesis, we have the people who are going to build a tower. And this tower is going to take them, it's going to be so high that they're going to be able to go up to heaven by climbing the tower that they have made. And they're making this tower to make a name for themselves. It's a project that is inspired by pride. They are going to make a name for themselves. They are going to be somebody. And so this reading between the lines and understanding the kind of poetic richness of the story of the Tower of Babel, it is kind of a recapitulation of the fall. They want to be God. And so they're going to make all their efforts to build a tower for themselves and for their own name. And so God, as an act of mercy, kind of scatters them as a way to humble humanity. So that's kind of a scholarly look into the between the lines of the story of the Tower of Babel. We want to make a name for ourselves. And Jesus says, deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow me. Because if you just make a name for yourself, you're going to find that all you have is this short little life. And I want to give you eternal life. Whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake and the sake of the gospel will save it. What profit is there to build a tower to heaven and then lose your soul? The word that is translated here, life. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? What could one give in exchange for his life? That word life is equally appropriately translated soul. If you look at a lot of different translations, you will see that it will say, what profit is there for one to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What could one give in exchange for his soul? So soul and life are interchangeable words in this. It's eternal life. So what can we give in exchange for our eternal life? Whoever is ashamed of me and of my words in this faithless and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of. As I was listening to Deacon Mike proclaim the gospel a moment ago, I wasn't planning to talk about that line, but I just thought, when I stand before the judgment seat of God, do you ever put yourself there? Kind of imagine what that moment's going to be like? When I stand before the judgment seat of God, is he going to be proud of me? Or is he going to be ashamed of me? And, you think about that. Now, whose life do I want in me? Do I want the life of the Tower of Babel, or do I want the life of Christ in me? We must deny ourself, take up our cross, and become like Jesus. Follow Jesus. So, a beautiful, rich tapestry in the Scriptures today, and we recognize that Christ has called us to eternal life. He's called us to dwell, or to have him dwell in us, I should say, to follow him. It's not always easy in this world, and Jesus makes that very clear by pointing to the cross. But may we all not build a tower of pride for ourselves, but take up our cross and follow Jesus to eternal life.